Come on, Kim. You gonna at least help me carry this thing, supervisor. I mean, we're colleagues at the end of the day.
I guess.
Okay, thanks. Okay, you underestimated how heavy this is.
Okay, great.
Who knew this could be so heavy? Watch your step. We ain't trying to fall down.
You're like, I was the clumsy one.
You think they're looking at us?
Are we struggling with one bag of? I think so, yes. Most definitely. Okay.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Dare to Work by
Trending.
It's your girls Janelle and Kimberly here, and today we are at SXM Beer, a local brewery producing world-class beer right here on St. Martin.
I'm so excited to get in there and get to work. Come on, Janelle, let's go make some world-class beer.
You ain't gotta tell me twice. Wow. Yeah, we good. Good morning.
Trending, reporting to work.
Welcome to SXM Beer.
My name is Shireen Thomas. I'm the general manager.
And my name is Yukti Jagtiani. I'm the brand manager.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome.
So let's get right into it. Tell us a little bit about SXM Beer.
So as you know that around the Caribbean islands, there's a lot of local beers on their islands, but in St. Martin, we do not have a local beer, which is why we came up with the idea of SXM Beer. Just as our slogan says, my island, my beer, we're very personally connected to St. Martin, and this is us, SXM Beer.
Wow. So with the slogan, my island, my beer, what sets SXM Beer apart from the other beers?
I would think what sets us apart from the other beer is that we're freshly brewed here in St. Martin. It comes straight from the fermentation tank to the consumer. We also have a walk-in cooler where everything is stays in there. It's it's cold. So from the fermentation tank to the walk-in cooler to the consumer. So there's no, sometimes when you have the container with the heat and everything, we don't have that challenge. It's just from the fermentation tank to the consumer's hand. Fresh. Yes.
So with such an impressive brewery, what can people expect if they take a tour at SXM Beer?
Well, a tour at SXM Beer is always, we want it to be an experience. So once you come in, we have a welcome drink. We take you on a 25 to 30 minutes tour. From there, we sit you at the bar. We have tasting, like 4 different tastings. So once you sit, you have your tasting, whichever beer that you favor the most. You'll get a pint of that beer, and then for the rest you can stay at the bar and enjoy the music and have a good time.
Nice. So Janelle, you ready to work?
I am super excited. So what do you have for us to do today? And please tell us you're brewing and tasting some beers.
Well, today you will be brewing and tasting beers, but for all of that I'm going to take you all to my brewmaster, which his name is Cole.
We're going to bring you guys from zero to hero brewmasters by the end of the day.
Woo! All right, let's go. Yeah.
If you're looking for the right beer, on my island SXM Beer, it's local and it's freshly brewed here. So grab a cold green bottle over here. It's all about that SXM Beer. It's about that SXM. Come take a sip on SXM Beer. My island and it's my. It's all about that SXM Beer. It's about that SXM. You won't regret it. It's the best beer. That's right, it is the best beer.
SXM Beer, located in Coal Bay Locust Tree Drive, Jobco Building number 5. To think local is to drink local. My island, my beer, SXM Beer.
Good morning.
Morning.
Janelle and Kimberly reporting to work.
Hey. So my name's Cole. Cole Brown. I'm the brewmaster at SXM Beer, and this is the grain room. So this is where we store all of our dry products. It's the kind of the heart of beer. It's a climate controlled, air conditioned room, dry product. Brewers use mostly barley, so this is mostly barley. There is a little bit of rice and a little bit of wheat and some other things depending on what beer we're making, but this is the soul of beer. So this is starch that'll become sugar in the beer and then eventually alcohol. So.
Smells great.
So yeah, it's barley, so it's it's similar breed to like oatmeal almost, but it's toasted in certain ways from, you know, like a light blonde color to coffee color, depending on what kind of beer we're making. So.
So then from here, where do we go?
From here, we're gonna go to the brew house.
Okay.
Brew house.
Let's go.
Do it.
So this is the brew house. The grain that I showed you, we crush it in this room. There's a mill in there, and it's got rollers that basically powder the grain. Then this is a auger. It's like an Archimedes screw that takes the grain up and into here. And then we drop the grain down into this tank. In this tank, we mix the grain with water, and the starch from the grain is turned to sugar. That takes about an hour and a half. Then we transfer to this tank. In that tank, we boil. It's a boil kettle, that's what it's called. So we boil it again another hour and a half. That's where we add our hops. Hops are another major traditional ingredient of beer. They're a vine with a flower on it. Hops add the bitterness, they balance the beer, and traditionally they're used to preserve the beer. So for our lager, we're using 100% German hops. We use Tettnanger hops. So boil 90 minutes, then we whirlpool it. Whirlpool, if you imagine stirring a glass of tea, how all the tea leaves go to the center, that's what we're doing with the hops. So we'll whirlpool it, then we chill it with our heat exchanger. Heat exchanger, we put cold water in one side, that boiling hot beer in the other. Then we get cold beer and hot water. So then we'll reuse that hot water for the next batch, preserving energy. And we transfer the cold beer into our fermenters. The fermenters are these cone-shaped tanks. At this point, we add yeast. Once we add yeast, that's when it's officially beer. The yeast will eat the sugar and produce CO2 and alcohol. It's fermentation, and that takes about 6 weeks.
So how long does the whole process take from beginning to end?
6.5 weeks, 7 weeks, something like that. So it depends on the beer too. So our lager 6 weeks, our IPA is more like 4. It really depends on the style. Lager is all about time, so it's got a long aging period. So we'll ferment it, and then we put it in a bright tank, which is the next tank in the back row. And from there, we'll bottle it.
Okay.
Wow. You just explained a lot of information. How did you get into brewing beer? Like, do you have to go to school for it? There's so many moving parts. Like, how did you get into this?
Yeah, so there are brewing universities, definitely world famous. Siebel Institute, and there's some in Munich as well, and there's many. But I myself am self-taught. I was just a passionate home brewer and have learned a lot through making mistakes and things like that along the way.
For me and Kimberly, that.
Absolutely, yeah. The key is passion and research is the thing, you know, because the textbooks are available to anybody. So
I like to drink beer, so
it's a good place to start.
So we're actually supposed to get to work. So where are you going to have us placed?
So with the bottling line, the introductory positions are loading and unloading the machine. Loading, unloading the machine. We do also fill kegs, so that's another introductory job where we will wash kegs and fill kegs as well. They're kind of a bigger package that goes to restaurants. And then beyond that, we work our way up training-wise to next you learn how to clean these. Once you know how to do that, then you move to being able to clean and use the brew house, and then eventually on to brewing. So it's about 1 year from now, you'll be brewmasters. 1 to 2 years. Exactly.
Okay, good. All right, so there are a lot of things for us to do here today. And we kind of have a bet going on. We're very competitive between each other. So it's like we're going to decide who's going to be more supervising and who's going to do all the dirty work today. So we're going to use a classic game, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. And me and Kim are going to toss up for who's going to win to be supervisor. and the other one basically has to do everything.
The thinking can be stressful.
I rather think, you know, but hey, let's see what happens.
So I'll be supervising today, and Janelle will be working.
Come on, kid. You know, at least help me carry this thing, supervisor. I mean, these colleagues at the end of the day.
Oh yes, oh yes.
Okay, thanks.
Okay,
You underestimated how heavy this is.
okay.
Who knew this could be so heavy? Watch your step.
We trying to fall down.
Right.
I was coming through one. You think you're looking at us? I was struggling with that one bag of. I think so, yeah. Most definitely.
I'm doing a good job, supervisor. You just out there doing nothing. I'm doing all the hard work. I still think you're cheap.
I just packing fear. Good?
Yeah. Now for the final part, the final test. So to pour a beer properly, you tilt the glass and you open the handle all the way. So I always tell people to pour confidently. So you pull it until it stops.
It stops by itself?
Well, I mean, like, you pull the handle to the angle where it stops.
Oh, okay, okay.
And then you slowly turn your glass up, and that's...
So is this perfect, like it's in foam?
Yeah, I would call that a perfect pour. I might take like an 1/8 of an inch less foam, but
okay.
I won't split hairs too much. It's pretty
That
close to
is
perfect.
good.
Pretty big shoes to fill.
I poured
first.
1 or 2.
Go, Cole.
A little aggressive.
That is horrible.
It's an art form. you gotta have a good tilt.
This sucks. Yeah. Who's gonna drink this? It's
It's okay.
See? So it's got to
A
be
good tilt, and then you want to tilt it up and just open it.
Oh, I missed the glass altogether.
There's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
We're gonna need a couple more tries.
Yeah.
An art form.
Cool. Okay.
No.
There you go. Finished beer.
Failed on this part, but we're gonna keep trying till we get it.
So on the dare to work scale, the manual labor alone, it was tough, but I'm gonna give it a 4.5 because I still had a lot of fun and you get to taste beer. I mean, come on. I had a lot of fun too, but I think this time on the dare to work scale, I'm giving it a 5. Like you didn't like it. You didn't like the mopping and I am pooped and the pulling and the. I mean, beer is fun. And you were a supervisor. I know, but I'm tired. The beer tastes nice. It does, and I think that's the best part of today. So let's cheers to a successful day at work. I love my job.
Dare to Work is brought to you by Trending Media Marketing and Production Company. This season is sponsored by the St. Maarten Chamber of Commerce. Want to advertise with Trending? Contact us at trending@sxm@gmail.com or message us at any one of our social media platforms. Thank you for watching.